Have you ever wondered what the most formidable warships in the Royal Canadian Navy are? What powerful machines make up their arsenal? And are they capable of taking on some of the most advanced forces in the world? Well, today we're diving into exactly that as we explore the top 10 most powerful warships in the Royal Canadian Navy. In this list, we'll include only the best vessels, frigates, and submarines in their fleet. But before we dive in, make sure to hit like and subscribe if you love military rankings. And now, let's jump right in. Number 10. Glace Bay MM701. HMCS Glace Bay, designated MM701, is a Kingston-class coastal defense vessel serving in the Royal Canadian Navy. Constructed by Halifax Shipyards in Nova Scotia, Canada, she was commissioned in October 1996. The Kingston class comprises 12 multi-role vessels designed for coastal surveillance, patrol, and mine countermeasures. These ships are crewed by a mix of naval reserve and regular force personnel. HMCS Glace Bay has a displacement of 970 tons, an overall length of 55.3 meters, a beam of 11.3 meters, and a draft of 3.4 meters. Powered by 4 Wärtsilä diesel engines connected to 2 rotating azimuth thrusters, she achieves a top speed of 15 knots and can operate up to 5,000 nautical miles at a cruising speed of 8 knots. Number 9. Halifax FFH 330. HMCS Halifax, with the hull number FFH 330, is a Halifax-class frigate serving in the Royal Canadian Navy. Built by St. John's Shipbuilding in New Brunswick, Canada, she was commissioned in June 1992. The Halifax class consists of 12 multi-role patrol frigates, forming the backbone of the Royal Canadian Navy. These ships were originally designed for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, primarily in open ocean environments. HMCS Halifax has an overall length of 134.1 meters, a beam of 16.4 meters, and a draft of 7.1 meters. She displaces approximately 4,795 tons when operational. The ship is powered by a combined diesel or gas propulsion system, which includes 2 General Electric LM2500 gas turbines and 1 SEMT peel-stick diesel engine. This configuration allows her to reach speeds up to 30 knots and provides a range of 7,000 nautical miles at 15 knots when operating on diesel power. Number 8. Max Bernays, AOPV 432. HMCS Max Bernays, designated AOPV 432, is a Harry DeWolf class Arctic and offshore patrol vessel serving in the Royal Canadian Navy. Constructed by Irving Shipbuilding in Halifax, Nova Scotia, her keel was laid down on December 5, 2018, and she was launched on October 23, 2021. The Harry DeWolf class vessels are designed to enhance the Royal Canadian Navy's ability to assert Canadian sovereignty in Arctic and coastal waters, as well as to support international operations. HMCS Max Bernays has an overall length of 103 meters, a beam of 19 meters, and a displacement of approximately 6,615 tons. She is powered by a diesel-electric propulsion system, which includes 4 medium-speed diesel generators and 2 electric propulsion motors, enabling a maximum speed of 17 knots in open water. The vessel is capable of operating in first-year sea ice up to 1 meter thick at a speed of 3 knots. Number 7. Winnipeg FFH 338. HMCS Winnipeg, with the hull number FFH 338, is a Halifax-class frigate in the Royal Canadian Navy. Constructed by St. John's Shipbuilding in New Brunswick, her keel was laid on 20 March 1993, and she was launched on 5 December 1993. The vessel departed Halifax, Nova Scotia on 16 January 1995, sailing to the west coast of Canada. The Halifax-class frigates are versatile warships designed for a variety of missions, including anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and air defense. HMCS Winnipeg has an overall length of 134 meters, a beam of 16.4 meters, and a draft of 4.9 meters. She displaces approximately 4,770 tons when fully loaded. The ship is powered by a combined diesel or gas propulsion system, featuring 2 General Electric LM2500 gas turbines and 1 SCMT peel-stick diesel engine, allowing her to reach speeds up to 29 knots and a range of 9,500 nautical miles. Number 6. Margaret Brooke AOPV 431. HMCS Margaret Brooke, designated AOPV 431, is the second vessel in the Harry de Wolfe class Arctic and offshore patrol ships of the Royal Canadian Navy. Named after Sub-Lieutenant Margaret Brooke, a Royal Canadian Navy nursing sister renowned for her heroic efforts during the sinking of the SS Caribou in World War II, the ship embodies a legacy of bravery and service. Constructed by Halifax shipyards, her keel was laid on 29 May 2017, and she was launched on 10 November 2019. After a series of sea trials, HMCS Margaret Brooke was officially commissioned into service on 28 October 2022. The vessel measures 103.6 meters in length and 19 meters in width, with a displacement of approximately 6,440 metric tons. Powered by a diesel-electric propulsion system, she can reach speeds up to 17 knots and is designed to operate effectively in Arctic conditions, capable of breaking through first-year sea ice up to 1 meter thick. Number 5. Toronto FFH 333. HMCS Toronto, bearing the hull number FFH 333, is a Halifax-class frigate serving in the Royal Canadian Navy. Constructed by St. John's Shipbuilding in New Brunswick, her keel was laid on 22 April 1989, and she was launched on 18 December 1990. The vessel was commissioned into service on 29 July 1993. The Halifax-class frigates are versatile warships designed for a variety of missions, including anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and air defense. HMCS Toronto has an overall length of 134.2 meters, a beam of 16.5 meters, and a draft of 7.1 meters. She displaces approximately 4,795 tons when operational and up to 5,032 tons at deep load. The ship is powered by a combined diesel or gas propulsion system featuring 2 General Electric LM2500 gas turbines and 1 SCMT peel-stick diesel engine, allowing her to reach speeds up to 30 knots and a range of 9,500 nautical miles. Number 4. Ottawa FFH 341. HMCS Ottawa, designated FFH 341, is a Halifax-class frigate serving in the Royal Canadian Navy. Constructed by St. John's Shipbuilding in New Brunswick, Canada, she was commissioned on September 28, 1996. As the 12th and final ship of the Halifax class, HMCS Ottawa is home-ported at HMC Dockyard, CFB Esquimalt, British Columbia. This frigate has a displacement of 4,795 tons when operational, with a length of 134.2 meters, a beam of 16.5 meters, and a draft of 7.1 meters. Her propulsion system includes 2 LM2500 gas turbines and 1 SCMT peel-stick diesel engine, enabling a speed of 30 knots and a range of 9,500 nautical miles. HMCS Ottawa's armament comprises a 57mm naval gun, a close-in weapon system Phalanx 20mm, and 2 Mark 32 triple-tube 324mm torpedo launchers. She also carries a CH-148 Cyclone helicopter, enhancing her capabilities in anti-submarine warfare, search and rescue, surveillance, and logistical support operations. Number 3. Ville de Québec FFH 332. HMCS Ville de Québec, designated FFH 332, is a Halifax-class frigate serving in the Royal Canadian Navy. Constructed by MIL Davy Shipbuilding in Lausanne, her keel was laid on 16 December 1988, and she was launched on 16 May 1991. The ship was commissioned into service on 14 July 1994 in Quebec City. As a Halifax-class frigate, HMCS Ville de Québec is designed for multi-role operations, including anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and air defense. The vessel measures 134.2 meters in length, has a beam of 16.5 meters, and a draft of 7.1 meters. She displaces approximately 4,770 metric tons when fully loaded. Powered by a combined diesel or gas propulsion system, featuring 2 General Electric LM2500 gas turbines and 1 SIM-T peel stick diesel engine, she can reach speeds up to 30 knots and has a range of 9,500 nautical miles. Number 2. Corner Brook. HMCS Corner Brook, designated SSK 878, is a Victoria-class submarine in the Royal Canadian Navy. Originally commissioned into the Royal Navy as HMS Ursula in 1992, she was acquired by Canada in 1998 and entered Canadian service in 2003. The submarine measures 70.3 meters in length, with a beam of 7.62 meters and a draft of 5.4 meters. She displaces 2,168 tons surfaced and 2,455 tons submerged. Powered by a diesel-electric system, she can reach speeds of 12 knots on the surface and 20 knots when submerged. Her armament includes 6 533mm torpedo tubes, capable of deploying Mark 48 torpedoes. The vessel typically operates with a crew of 49. In 2011, HMCS Corner Brook sustained damage from an underwater grounding incident, leading to an extended docking work period for repairs and upgrades. Number 1. HMCS Victoria. HMCS Victoria, designated SSK 876, is a long-range hunter-killer submarine in the Royal Canadian Navy. Originally commissioned as HMS Unseen in the Royal Navy, she was acquired by Canada in 2000 and renamed after the city of Victoria, British Columbia. The submarine measures 70.3 meters in length, with a beam of 7.6 meters and a draft of 5.4 meters. She displaces 2,220 metric tons surfaced and 2,455 metric tons submerged. Powered by a diesel-electric system, HMCS Victoria can reach speeds of 22 kilometers per hour on the surface and 37 kilometers per hour when submerged. Her range extends up to 14,800 kilometers at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. The submarine is armed with 6 533mm torpedo tubes, capable of deploying Mark 48 torpedoes. She is also equipped with advanced sonar and radar systems, including the BAE Type 2007 array and the Type 2046 towed array, enhancing her detection capabilities. And there you have it, folks. These were the 10 strongest warships of the Royal Canadian Navy. Did your machine make the list? Let us know in the comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see much more rankings like this.